Before we scroll past this video, would you lovely people be willing to hear my pitch for my video? It won't take long, it's only 20 seconds. This video took me time for me to make. To make sense, I'm streaming a lot, and here is the pitch. Nine seems like a powerhouse that is as strong as Ninaiden. Not Mortal Kombat, I'm talking Metal Gear Vengeance, from what it seems like. And so here's a guide by your sleep-deprived friend. We have her cards right here, her deck. You'd be looking at and being carving out. Funny enough, it's gonna be like with a sword essentially. So here are the epiphanies for the cards you're gonna be using. So if you're new, epiphanies are essentially what changes the card's effects. So I've gotten some information from another viewer of mine. You can use some of these other cards that I'm showing, Experience Strike and Fatal Strike, to benefit her more, instead of the build I did where you would keep spamming Fighting Spirit, which was why I added the whole Raiden entire fight scene. It took a while editing that because I was trying to be perfect, and then while streaming, horrendous thing, I shouldn't have done it. But let's continue with this guide. So with Fatal Strike, there's different stuff you can do, which is beneficial. But Counter Blade is where you're going to benefit the most, because you can keep boosting your damage with her kit, allowing her to empower herself to the effects of her kit. And I'm not going to just go and say, oh, pick this and pick that, that's the best thing to do. You should have the freedom to be able to make your deck, and I'm just going to give advice of some of it. Like, what would not be a good thing or wouldn't be a wise decision. I'm still trying to improve my videos here, because I'm trying to make 10-minute videos, and editing it while doing some streaming and in life is just getting to be difficult a little bit, because I want to do some research. I want to be able to make some jokes within these, and then so y'all can have a good laugh and have fun, because that's in my books. Guide videos doesn't really do that. They just get to all the nitty gritty and then explain all of it. I want to be having a fun time while teaching you guys about this. I do apologize for the tangent. Sorry, I was waving the sword around like a flag at this point. It's just a white flag of surrender for me. While doing this voiceover, my mind is hurting because I've gotten barely any sleep. So here's Fighting Spirit. Essentially it's activating your highest attack card. Here's your growth guide. Essentially, it's just going to give you all the nitty gritty stuff where, like, potentials, what you should have on your equipment. Like, when I say equipment, I mean your memory fragments. So, like, you should have the 4 set right there and a 2 set of Tetris. It's going to be like a lot of defense, but if you build it, you're probably going to have fun because you're just going to keep swinging, which is nice. So Fighting Spirit with this Ego 1, you get to choose, and the second one, you get Vulnerable and Tenacity, which should be helpful a little bit, Ego 3, but I'll give an update in the comments for it. This is benefiting her defense because she's a defense-based attacker, which is kind of funny and awesome. Your normal Ego 5 is just going to be most likely this. You're getting your basics and all your cards just boosted, which would be like the potential, which will be in your growth guide to help you out. But for 6, this is really good for doing more damage, because it's along with your doing 10,000 and more damage depending on if you have a good team, which I didn't. So for this display of what I'm doing, I was basically trying to boost my damage with Narha, and also simultaneously keep my Fighting Spirit and keep my cost down. I didn't build my Narha right, so I basically was stabbing myself in the foot, sword joke, and I wasn't able to maximize any damage. A viewer, what was it, after this, had mentioned the team and then some of the decks and showed me it, and I saw some massive issues with mine, which is why it's pretty funny for me to make this guide video, because it's supposed to be knowing a lot from it, what people expect, but you can take this with a grain of salt for the video if you made it this far. I just want to make it where we have a good video or something good, you guys can join in. Usually the live streams, I'm always just trying to engage with viewers, because playing a card game, it's nice, I enjoy it, I like hanging out with viewers, but don't get that many commenters while doing it. And sometimes I make mistakes, a lot of mistakes, but that's the way of life with stuff. And from what I've been doing with this battle throughout it, I've made tons of mistakes, because I probably should have just redone the entire video, because I needed to get Narha build. And with that also is the matter of the fact that I prefer to be honest and then just do everything like as honest and just real as what I am. So I made a lot of mistakes. I will deny that. You guys can make fun of that. You made this far, but I'm glad that you made this far because that generally helps with my engagement. And also, please watch some more guide videos I'm be making up in the future, because that'd be appreciated.